Hello, everyone. It's me, ChronoJJ, with another tournament match for you guys. I just got the kids put into bed. The end of a long day, ready to relax, have some fun. Me versus Too Easy. He comes from New Zealand. Um, Never heard of him before until he signed up for this tournament. So I don't know if he's maybe from the extended edition. He's playing on Boobly. I think he's maybe like a 1600 level player, so he's not super good, but that's okay. He won a match. He's here. So it's a tournament. One never knows what can happen. So I think we are good to go and have some fun. The first map is a neutral blue lagoon. I feel like we've been playing it a lot. So here we go. Seems like a nice guy, Mr. Too Easy. So should be fun. I'm thinking this will probably be the last match that I'll have where I feel like I am probably the favored player. After this, it's going to be a little more adventurous. Why did they? Well, I hope you guys are doing swell, and I hope I have everything set up correctly here. Let me make sure. And it shines when I PK. Yeah, basically, if I'm playing a game right now, it's going to be a tournament game. I don't have much time for much else. In fact, in about 9.5 hours from now, it will be my games to finish up against Grandmaster. So, like, legit, I'm going to play these games, do just a couple last things around the house, go to sleep, wake up at like 5 in the morning, and play some more Age Mythology. What a goof, huh? So anyway, no chat because it's a tournament game. As far as like seeing the chat, but yeah, soon these games will be over. But I love tournaments. I really do. Very competitive person. And like these video game tournaments are now about the only way I can kind of get that anymore. That did not go as planned. Really not joining these guys in there. Okay, that's what I wanted. Still my pig though, I saw it. Gonna be a bit of a questionable build here. I find I get kind of sloppy with my. Like these pigs should be at home, ready for me to eat them. And yet here we are. Not a terrible build, I guess. Like these guys I think I'll have to cancel it. Oh. I like to get a little bit of wood early so I can age up at a nice appropriate time. I probably could have anyway. Who is my pharaoh anyway? It's not ChronoJJ. Man, whoever suggested that just wanted to add in. Really, well, I appreciate that. Pharaoh is not ChronoJJ. Look, see? Down at the bottom of the screen. What a game, huh? So he's Zeus. JJ, how stupid. It's stupid but awesome all at the same time. Oh, maybe I will. You know, I gotta practice the. It seems weird to say that I gotta practice the build order, but kind of do because been putting in some pretty poor times. Okay, there's one. That's a really terrible spot for an armory. Oh. Okay. Kind of forgot that guy was up there. Kind of need this to go up. Oh, just because he's doing all that nonsense. He's kind of doing a little suicide action. And I like it. Because he's coming in a little too soon with his army. Like this initial pressure here isn't helping him. Like the way to play this, as I got my wedges sitting up there, is for him to attack when I'm. Might as well finish off the Minotaur. He needs to attack after I've started hitting the age up. What I want. Even this, I mean. Not really worried about this. Because I think my villies will clear all this up. No, the question is, oh, I didn't get missed it. He's just killing my houses, which really does not matter at all. This guy I kind of would like to power. How would I hit the score on so I can see what's going on with the score here? I bet I have a mine right down there. Here we can probably shift all those there. Oh, I got this, don't I? Kind of done this a little bit sloppy. We're all good. Oh shoot, I don't have my market anymore. Did kill it. Run, you little guys. I thought I got this. I guess I didn't. This actually I'm not too worried about. Because he is now let me get onto that. Man. He's certainly pressuring more than I thought he would be. I should have just made this so much. Amygdala, that is. The Citadel I'll be able to hold too. So it's not a big deal. He's throwing away his entire army there. I like how my Pharaoh is empowering the one that's not being actually built. So he was faced with the decision there of what he wanted to do as far as where he attacks, and he chose to attack the town center, which was the wrong play. He needed to go. If he might have stayed on the gold block, he might have won. See, like now these chariots, just I can pick everything here. Because the Toxotes don't have enough track rating to be able to drag them down, so I can just pick and roll like playing basketball. Wish I was. Oh, look at all these guys just standing around. Still has a bolt, doesn't he? Go build this one, huh? Oh, he's got villagers right here. I feel like his army's right here, but they might as well not be right now. This is kind of his spot to get gold. Only Toxobi. He's like, oh, on the wrong side of the bell are we here? These guys too. Well, where's he getting gold from? Ah, he's trying to call. Yeah, see now he's like where I was. Oh man, he bolted it. Here's where I can go Osiris. Build oh, I don't have could that be why? That was a little closer. That was pretty. He put on some good pressure. Was not quite anticipating all that pressure there. But yeah, I mean, once I just did market trade and put my Migdal up. I mean, chariots just kill everything here. They kill chariots are like the perfect counter to the Athena rush. So if he goes here, I mean, I can just sell resources and build my Migdal. In the end, the 2 barracks I built here were kind of a waste of gold because it prevented me from putting my Migdal up. Yeah, a little careless with my gold mine here. Just a little more, I don't know how to say it, just a little too greedy. But in the end, the kill-death ratio looks fantastic for me. It's because chariots, raw chariots, especially because they're fast enough where they can dodge arrow fire. Makes it look like it wasn't actually close at all, but it actually, yeah, he put some good pressure on it. He could have done a gold starve. It's a little more focus on the right spot. And not lost quite so many units at the initial attack on my side town center, like before everything. But let's see, it's his map now. So a great chariot turkey shooting game. Oh, Cuddy Danks! What's up? Good to see you, Space Monkey. Theodore Vindaroo as well. He picks the map. I can't play Ra. I'm feeling like some set slingers are the way to go here. This one you could probably watch the recorded stream, or the recorded game, and see where exactly did it go wrong. Good to see me active. Yeah, it's good to see me active too. But yeah, if you just tuning in about 9 hours from now, I have my match in the other tournament I'm in right now versus Grand Monster. Let me see here. I need to. Ready? Okay. So anyway, all right, let's get into the game. Don't want to make too long, and we'll get started. Hydrate. We'll go with some slinger spam here. Slinger spam. You know, let's just go to the.
And are you repair? Greek, UIR.
Finito, UIR.
Entio, new.
Antio,
Finito, no. Rig,
I'm empowering the town center because it makes the fire arrows so much faster. Makes the panel die a little bit quicker. Alright, so the Zeus player here wants to find the priest ASAP and use Bolt. So it's kind of a bit of a guessing game, you know, he's just his scout is kind of like frantically scouting the map, trying to see where my priest is.
in which UIR, via.
Enito.
And maybe he'll get lucky, maybe he won't. We'll find out. Yeah, if you can find that priest and bolt him before a even one conversion, that's so big. Your X2 take a little bit of time. Alright, so I got my conversion off.
In which UIR.
Wish my Aurochs would have died in a little bit better spot here. You can see I like to get it so that they die just a bit off of the granary, so you can kind of push. Dude, I'm gonna be housed, aren't I? Until I delete this guy. I forget his set. You convert this Aurochs early on. You're housed.
In which UIR. In via.
These two traitor as goats here.
Antio, Tayo.
And I can go all the way to that corner. Actually, him seeing my Aurochs running
No.
should clue him into my scout, my priest. Oh, he might have just missed. He came like this and did not, I think. I think he scouted the Aurochs, but not the priest. Which is unlucky for him. He might come back and get it.
In which UIR.
Why are these?
UIR.
What's your problem?
Tayo, ayo refer,
These two villagers weren't like doing anything. Like they were bugged out. This path here, which happens in Forest Box. Almost where like I grab a second town center. And
Direct. UAE.
like, and then just do like a classical army.
In a direct. In wedge. Direct.
Because of my idle time or my idle town center time, because of the lack of a house early, aged up slowly. Oh man. My coat. What's that? Oh. Or house. Who is my pharaoh? It's Lucky Bam. I feel like he's trying to make an army too, and be a little sneaky about it. How do I have these town centers that are just...
Into you. Into you. Into you.
In wedge. UAE. UAE. Direct. UAE.
Get some Wadjet armies here. Don't want to go out yet. Alright, now I can. I think he's right on this goal, this in the middle somewhere. I don't know if I lost anything.
Rig, tayo, ia tawi, in which you refer, tayo,
Ooh, Apollo.
And we Greek, UIR. Greek, tayo.
Oh, he's up here.
ia tayo,
And tayo. Tayo. UIR. Tayo. Tayo.
He's trying not for me to not know that he's there. Odysseus should have targeted my pharaoh down there.
rig,
Guess he didn't notice.
in which UIR,
He gets some.
inito, tayo,
Just move! I'm trying to build a wall. And I'll wedge it there,
rig,
preventing me.
refer, rig, UIR,
Okay, well, if these villagers are trying to.
tayo,
He shot the Aurochs.
tayo, in tayo, EU refer,
Oh, he's got a wall there.
inito, refer, tayo, EU refer,
Greek. Enito. Tayo. Enito. Ayo repair.
Oh no, not Lucky Bam. Cancel the attack right before.
And we. Tayo. Ayo repair.
rig, ia refer, rig, EU refer,
Enito. Tayo.
Guy healed up yet? He is. My age up yet? No, I can't. Oh. Alright, we're gonna. As soon as we. Even worth shifting onto that? Like, I would shift onto that. There were like more villagers there.
EU refer, in tayo, in which tayo, UIR,
Senses something. But he does sense it too late. Oh no, that's not that one. That's what I'm not sure though what the point is of now that.
Grig, tayo, UIR,
Greek,
Like the amount of resources he expended to kill that.
Hinito,
Hide behind this little wall here. Be really annoying for him.
and with UIR, EU refer, and with IR, Grig, EU refer,
What's down here?
Greek,
Hinito, Grig, tayo, UIR,
Greek, and with
I don't think this guy's long for this world here.
tayo, EU refer,
He hasn't even noticed this yet.
Enito, UIR,
No, actually, it's. He saw me coming down here. He's like, I don't want no part of that. Oh, he's going for, he must be aging up or something. Not so.
Hinito,
Greek, Enito, UIR, Enito,
I appreciate the willingness here. What? Thought I got that. Well, I got my third carpenter. I got my carpenters, but not my last upgrade there. Let's see. This technology really isn't as good as it sounds. A plus 30% damage against infantry. Sounds fantastic. You realize that their base damage 3.9, so it makes it 4.9. But oh well, it's fun. The thing I like though is the 210 pop space I got going on right now. That's what I enjoy. He's got the basics down. It's kind of like the micro, like the military micro and stuff. You know, it's kind of like, you know, just throwing the troops in and, you know, hoping for the best, which in certain circumstances that works fine. But like, yeah. All right, well, that was that series. 858. I don't know if I should play. She called too many archers. He did not steal my pigs, though. I got them back. If somebody wants, real quick, do a maybe like a quick coaching session, like a 20-minute. Give me like a 20-minute recorded game that you lost, not the games I just played, and I'll look at it. We can go from there. Check your game against Too Easy. Which game? Which game do you want? Just for fun. I feel like I don't know. I have EE. I do. It's actually funny since I've gotten this new computer, which should be good enough to like play without and stream without lag. I actually haven't played it. I'm pretty busy and haven't had much of an opportunity. Like I haven't even had time to play Age 4 yet. Like I mean, I theoretically I could have time. I just have been playing these tournaments instead. Okay, let me. All right, you guys want me to take a look at that? Let's see, where is it? The first one, or how about I just download all three of them, and you tell me which map do you want? Tube Showdown. All right, because I don't know. I used to coach actually more than I do now. In fact, one player that I did coach, and we're talking a long, long time ago. A guy named Magic. Um, I coached him and coached a few other players, but it's been a minute. Let's see. Where did these download to? I coach a low key player. I mean, my style of coaching is probably a little different than most. I'm more of like a tactical slash strategical kind of a coach. Because I feel like build orders. There's some people who are bald and live in Australia that really love build orders. Um, I'm kind of the opinion that all roads lead to Rome, and as long as you're aging up when you want to, how you got there, for the most part, doesn't really matter. You guys want the one on Savannah? All right, let's do this. Hopefully, it's not super long because I don't have a ton of time. I gotta go to bed. This one, Zeus versus Poseidon. Oh, let's get my chat up too. Hold on. Because I think that for the most part, where a lot of players lose, especially at high level, is just bad decision making or bad strategy as far as like tactical. So for here, got Joey Bads just kind of looking for a hunt, and he does get lucky. He found a zebra. But like even here, you might as well just eat your first goat. Because by the time you're done with your goat, your rhino's going to be here. And you're not going to have to just kind of like go out and luck upon zebra, which was still kind of inefficient anyway. Like, don't be afraid to eat a goat or two right away if you need to. I mean, you could even go to the chicken, but I know you don't want to waste greenery there right away. So like in a situation like this, you need to go. Doesn't really matter. And this is where I'm talking where like just a build doesn't matter. I mean, shoot, if instead of first 3 to food, if you want to send one guy to the storehouse and build a storehouse and chop gold because you don't want to sit around and wait for your goat to get to the town center, do that. I mean, as long as your resources when you need to age up to age 2 are where you need them, it doesn't really matter what order, for the most part, that you did them in. We do got 2 players here. And oh man, the lots of rhinos start here. Where's Red's rhinos? Oh, see, they're right here. And his rhino ended up being like right in front of his face, and he went all the way up here and kind of inefficiently got it. And actually, his lure stole a starting rhino from Mr. Too Easy. A bit of a kind of sucks for him. But even here, this is a lot of time that they spent kind of shooting at the rhino. As well, which is going to slow up his age up. It's like basically, for Joey Bads right now, you can see some issues. I mean, it's kind of build order, but it's really just where he put his villagers. 300 wood. It's a lot of wood. Doesn't need to be 300. He's also housed. Ooh, I like this. This is like watching me. He's housed despite having 300 wood. Which is okay. But in most matchups, if you can, no matter what god you are, outside of maybe like an Isis doing 2-town center fast heroic, what you want is just to be able to reach classic by 5 minutes. Maybe 4:45 is probably like the optimal matchups. And he still might make that 4:45. He'll be at 5, so which isn't bad. Which, in the end, even though he's got all these reasons that are kind of unnecessary and had to walk all this forward, I mean, he's still getting a 5-minute advance. So this is why I kind of say, well, he built. Or builds don't mean as much as some people think, because despite all of this inefficiency, he still could have been up at 5 minutes at a decent time. And Too Easy also is a little bit slow. And again, he's floating a lot of wood, but research something because he went down. Yeah, he's getting pickaxe. The thing to think about in classical or archaic age is really efficiency as far as walking time. And you just don't want a lot of that, because obviously if they're walking and they're not gathering. And the biggest problem you see with that is when people aren't thinking of where they're going to go to their hunt, and they'll like walk all the way up here with like 10 villagers, and then their next hunt pack is down here, and then they'll walk from all the way up here down to this pack. And I mean, that's just so much wasted time where you should have just sent like 4 here, 4 here, and then when the hunt packs are done, just send them back to your base. But got a little aggression. I think you would find most top players do this as well. Build your first hero in the archaic age. So you're aging up at still aging up at 4:45, but you've got your hero out. Oh, these rhino. He sees his rhino, but oh, he's grabbing a town. Ooh, he's gonna lose some villagers here. Like he. And this is where too you kind of have to have an internal clock, where by 6 minutes, if you've got villagers that are loose by themselves, you should know I just need to send them to my base. And it's such. He's gonna lose. Oh, getting a little speed boost. Ah, you could have garrisoned her. That's okay. So we got a town center grab for one player. Actually, town center for both. Kind of fast forward. Here you do need to kind of know a little bit of villager placement to ensure that you can keep production. Too easy is probably gonna have a little bit easier time of this. A little bit of idle time. Okay. Yeah, you can go here. But like now is kind of when you have kind of a decision to make as far as what do you do? Do you build a military? Do you age up? When I'm talking about inefficient villagering, this is kind of what I'm talking about here, is like all 11 of these villagers came here. And I mean, they'll have, it's like 6 too many that walked here, and now they'll have to all walk back. And while this isn't a super far trek, but you know, it's just very inefficient. Military Academy archery. Then we've got stable archery range. I feel like if you're a 2-town center, probably best to go stable instead of military academy, because that's a lot of food, the hoplite, as opposed to the hippocon, where I guess he's up anyway. I don't have a problem with this age up. It's like peace here. Here, I don't know if Joey Bads must be a little scared going out, because he's got 4 rhino here and he's farming, which is not good. Decent eco upgrades though. And this is where scouting is very important. This scout should be busy to see how much of an army. Is this going out of sync, or are you guys really just kind of sitting around? Okay. I'm just sitting around. But like, if this scout is active, checking this, you can. Joey Bads can hunt this and be safe. I think he's probably a little bit afraid of the fact that he doesn't know what Blue's doing. But all you really have to do is just keep your scout active in this middle, and if there's no army coming, you know, you're good. So he could have ate all of these rhinos while he's making farms and eating his goats, and now he would only just now be falling back to his farming. We got Dionysius and the Manticore, so opposing gods here. What are they going to do now? Need to get those second line upgrades. So here, Too Easy's in a good spot. But now you need to be kind of thinking of what is your win condition. And at this point, I mean, you're playing against a Greek player, and you are Greek, so you should kind of be able to estimate where he's at. And you see yourself with like 700 gold in your starting gold mine, which should be telling you that Red's going to have to go out and get gold soon. So that should be your priority. So while these walls are fantastic, you want to prevent him from getting gold. You could even aggressively wall here. And then the only gold you need to really watch for is up here. So these villagers are a little bit out of position. And because now you have them here, you kind of are forced to defend them. Where it would be much better if these were back with just one villager like walling off and your army pressuring gold. Because this is where you could win, is by pressuring the gold mine, which is kind of how I won the first game. It's where you were attacking a town center while the main vulnerability for me was my gold mine on the right. I just let the town center go down so I could gold. Now, is he doing... Did I cast that? Or did you accidentally do that? A random ceasefire? Which sucks. That happened right when I clicked there. Like this too. So you've got 5 hoplites. That's not enough to really do much damage here. But I guess, well, I say that it does force out a ceasefire. Oh man, see? Squeezy's hopping ages really well. Joey Bad's a little bit delayed. So, since you showed down here, what I would do if I were you, because you don't have enough siege to kill this, is rotate up to this gold mine. And that's where the advantage of having map control is that, oh man, the bronze on a very small army. Tweezy's quite a bit ahead. And really, Tweezy's just so far ahead because of the inefficiency Red had with all of his economy. I mean, he's got 2,000 food sitting here that he never used, so he had to go to hunt so much sooner. Do we still have a bolt? Oh no, he's Poseidon. He doesn't have bolt. But with the Colossus, not such a bad play. But something to consider, and like a player like Matrius, you watch him, and he does it very well. Where he'll have this main attack here, and then he'll send like 5 units up to the side to hit like the economy, which like would do so much damage here. You're killing this town center, forcing him to defend here, and then you send like 5 units up here that can't defend. That he can't defend, and now you're all over his gold mine and it's over. But I think you should be able to push through here. Because he used ceasefire and he's just too far behind. Now, nice upgrades on the military. Already got champion. Red just doesn't have much of an army. Like these Typicon will do some work. Hoplites need to come up and get on the Hippicon. But yeah, the town center will go down. And we're 1,100 points ahead. Villagers fighting. Who's hiding in the Helipolis anyway? What's hiding in it? I need to know who's in there. That's 5 Toxotes. I love it. But like a game like this, I mean, really, it's not like Joey made any sort of strategical blunders, or really had a bad strategy. It was just the early decision of where to send his villagers. And something as small as that can change the course of the entire game, where he's left 2,000 food sitting in front of his base, farming so much sooner than too easy, and then it's just behind on age ups, behind in economy, and now we're in this situation where now he's lost. Unless something magical happens, but I mean, we're going to be up 4 to town centers. Red kind of's got nothing going for him. Eco upgrades are pretty decent. Just upgrades pretty good for blue too. Yeah, I mean blue. There's no way blue. This and now comes the underworld. Nice underworld here because the gold is up here, and this will get on the gold mine and should force the GP. Like really for too easy. I mean, he played this game pretty well here. I think maybe the main issue is a little bit of like maybe a slow player. I mean, like we had a lot of units kind of sitting around and stuff, but you know, that's all right. It's better to have them sit around than to send them forward and lose them all. But like here, the prize is just your screen away, right on this gold mine. So just kind of try to think outside of what you have line of sight of. And like the gold mine is the big thing, where if you haven't found the gold miners, they have to be somewhere else. And then just keep searching till you find it. Villagers. I don't think it's gonna work here. Money is very. You got two plenty vaults. Polyphemus coming. All right, we can probably fast forward the end of this. I don't, unless Red's got like something magical. Okay. So yeah, I mean, really this game's pretty straightforward as far as the difference, and it really was just the early villager maneuverings and where to send them. Where Red's just behind, because of the early difference there. We can see all game he's just a little bit behind. Here's kind of the big part. Actually a little closer than I thought. But it doesn't take much. I mean, you lose that first fight, and you just keep losing, and then that's where a game that was somewhat close can look ridiculously out of hand, because as soon as 2 easy wins fight, the game's kind of over, because now it's 4-2 Town Center. What are you going to do at that point? So, just stuff you kind of got to consider. If you're scared to come out to the hunt, you got your scout. Just have them roam in the middle so that you can know if you can safely eat the hunt. And also, I would never recommend blindly going out to hunt. Kind of slowed you down a little bit. We're still there, not luring anything. Yeah, I don't know if you were blind or what, but I mean, they're right here the whole game, 2,000 food, and you're farming. And like, these are just sitting there. I don't know if the villagers were vegan or something and just didn't want it. But like, for Too Easy, if you were to go and watch the stream of game 1, me versus you would see where attacking that town center on the left is what allowed me to get gold on the right, and the chariots come up. There's like no chance at that point because chariots kill everything that you got. Where, you know, pretty decently played. It's just kind of the strategical blunder where we'll show it real quick. But yeah, builds are builds. Be careful here too. So you're kind of losing some units. A few units here that you didn't need to lose. And especially the Minotaur, you don't want to lose that because the restoration on the Minotaur is so good. That's kind of why I just turned and took her out. Alright, that's... My problem is I shouldn't have built these barracks. And I also got a little bit over greedy with my gold mine here. I like this restoration, actually. Without the restoration, I kill all of this. And then everything's completely fine. So I didn't have an issue with that restoration. And you did a good job with the scout on that gold mine to watch. But yeah, it's good pressure on the gold mines. Beat me, because you know I'm sitting at 20 gold right now. Making axemen, which were kind of a waste. I should have just made a big goal. Obviously, I don't know what's going on in the back end of this, too. I mean, there's probably some idle time that you can see. I've probably been idle for a little bit. A little bit of inefficiencies here. But yeah, obviously, I mean, once the Citadel is up, there's no point in pushing there. There's also only 120 gold, but like, well, good job on this gold mine to come here. But this is where it would be nice to send a villager forward and to have preemptively walled this off, because then you don't even really have to send much of an army down here, and it just takes me so long to get through the walls. Like here too, just a little bit of suicides to kill stuff that doesn't really matter. But this is where you lost the game. Is you kind of see your prize as being killing the town center. But at this point, the town center for me really doesn't matter a whole lot. It's the gold. So while you're over here killing my town center, not a big deal. You're also losing units too. So when you think about it, while I'm losing 500 resources in a building, you're also losing some extent of that in units as well. And then, like, the goal here, you don't think you scouted it? No, you got it. You got it right here. So you know it's there. Unless you just now scouted it. Let's see. This will be fast. Well, if you misscout it, that's also a bit of an issue. Oh, you might not have known it was there. Oh yeah, you did scout it. You got it. Yeah, you got it right there. I mean, you were sitting on it there for a little bit. Yeah, you definitely know it's there. But yeah, that's all it takes. And so that just being blind to that gold vine for half a minute is kind of then undoes all of your work up to there. Because you might have still even now been able to come over here and sit on it. But just a little bit too long. And now, like the circling down here, just kind of got to think to yourself, like, well, what is this going to accomplish for you? You know, you're killing a tower that now doesn't even guard anything anyway, so I don't care if you kill it. The houses are free. I don't care if you kill those either. And in the meantime, I'm here just merrily gathering the gold that I didn't have. And losing houses that don't mean anything to me anymore. And now at this point, with the chariots running around and getting on your economy, you're kind of screwed at this point. Because nothing you have here is ever going to kill me. And I mean, just look at all the units that are just funneled to their death here. It's so many. All to kill 2 towers that, for me, don't guard anything anymore. I don't care about those towers. Doesn't matter. And then this is just kind of where the disaster is at the point, where you just there's no mobility and you're stuck in age 1 now, and your units just I can just pick everything off with the chariots, and you're just doomed, because there's no way you can't fight this in an open field. The chariots just run circles. And then this is where the kill death ratio gets very out of hand. But yeah, that went from, for you, a pretty winnable situation, to just tossing it all away by just losing focus on the gold mines. Just killing the town center at that point, big deal for me. That's not the game breaker. It's the lack of gold. Anyway, it's 9:30. I gotta go to bed because in 8 hours I play against Grand Monster to finish off my series. So I am gonna leave you guys, and I'll catch y'all in about 8 hours or so. So thanks for watching, everybody. Buddy Danks, thanks for the sub. Pegasus Rush, thank you for the very kind intro. And I'll find somebody to send you guys off to. And hopefully we can win against Grandmaster. He's a little rusty, so I think we can figure it out. And over here, I'm going to send you to somebody's stream. It says it's Alex's birthday. I'm wishing him happy birthday. So I'll send you guys over there to go wish him happy birthday. So well, that is it. We're moving.